so much
Governor Perry.
Yeah, what he said, but the fact that it just didn't show good sense. It didn't show good leadership. And I think Governor McDonnell has done a good job as a governor. But I've got to tell you, his wife has just torpedoed his political future, in my opinion. I mean, she's a loose cannon.
Let me tell you.
It's his. I mean, not to cut you off, but this This thing with the watch. Not only is it hubris of her to ask for this gift, but it was so snarky. Give it to me so I can give it to him. For God's sake, that is. I mean, right's right and wrong's wrong, and that's wrong.
It is unbelievable, and I'm trying to be restrainful. You don't want to take down anybody's wife verbally in public and this and that and the other, because he is going to have to defend or will defend, and you don't want to get into that. But I'll be honest with you, Jim, months ago, the word on the street, and that's the phrase I use to define the gossip and the emails and information that come in and out of my little place here, I had heard months ago. And point blank, if I remember the statement correctly, the person said to me, the whole matter with the mansion is the governor's wife. May not be a direct quote, but it's close enough. And I had heard about her involvement in things for months here. Jim, I got to go on. Okay, last statement.
No problem.
No, last statement. Okay.
You can expect people to make a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
But this is just horrific, and it occurs time after time after time. Look up the Jeff Shapiro.
Will do.
Ago Sunday.
Will do. Got to get out of here and go to break here on the Jack Gravely Show. About 19 minutes after the hour, we will be right back. Stay with us on the Jack Gravely Show.
Jack will be back after a few messages on WLEE News Talk 990.
With over 900,000 products in 31 product categories, some people would say Grainger has everything but the kitchen sink. Of course, those people would be wrong, because sinks are among the over 900,000 products Grainger offers to help keep your business up and running, along with belt sanders, baseboard heaters, duct tape, tissue paper, reversible air drills, and, well, you get the idea. Most everything. For super fast access to Grainger's over 900,000 products, call, click Grainger.com, or stop by a branch today. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Nerlman, I am a millionaire.
Oh, you should cheer up, Mr. Fernwell.
I'm a millionaire because my paycheck had 3 extra zeros.
Sorry, sir. I had a temporary doing payroll.
Not Bob from Accountemps?
No, sir. I tried some new agency.
Call Accountemps. They know what we need and will match us with a skilled professional.
I'll call Bob from Accountemps, sir, right after I cash my paycheck.
You?
Call Accountemps for your temporary accounting and finance needs. 1-800-803-8367. Accountemps, a Robert Half company.
Mom was diagnosed with Alzheimer's at 58 years old. 8 years into the disease was when all the light went out.
For me, it was heart-wrenching.
Looking into the eyes of somebody with Alzheimer's, sometimes you just don't see the person's soul is like gone.
And it takes a toll on everyone. I mean, it's a depressing disease to watch unfold before your eyes.
She actually thought those of us who were caring for her and who loved her most were her worst enemies.
More and more responsibilities fell on my shoulders.
This disease just ravages a family.
It changes your life.
The magnitude of it is indescribable. My mother taught me to be in the moment.
We have to live in the moment with them.
And I'm going to be with that person right now in this moment, wherever she is.
Now is the moment to stop Alzheimer's disease. Call Bright Focus at 855-345-6237.
My name is Ruth Rusi. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live united. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child. And believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have the time and they have the need. And I've always believed that if we're not here to help each other, then what are we here for really? My name is Ruth Rusi, I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
It's Thursday night, and you're grabbing drinks with some friends. Started off with a pitcher for the table, which quickly becomes 2. There's pool. And there's the photo booth.
All right, everybody squeeze in. Say cheese!
Followed naturally by an order of wings. And another.
Can we get some extra ranch sauce?
Then there's the ceremonial nightcap.
So what are we doing this weekend?
And lastly, it's back to the car, which, if you're buzzed, could be the most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzzed driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzzed driving, because buzzed driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Now, more with Jack Gravely on WLEE News Talk 990.
Thank you very much for staying with me on the Jack Gravely Show, coming to you from WLEE News Talk 990 in Richmond, Virginia. The situation with Governor McDonnell and his administration and the gifts, his family, his wife. Initially, when the story broke, I had heard and received information about the possible involvement of his wife in some of these matters, and I made a conscious decision not to go there, not to put that stuff out there, because I did not want to hound a politician and be accused. You can't get to a politician or say anything about the governor, but you go after his wife. I didn't do that. Gloves off now. Gloves off. She is as much of a part of this investigation, or should be, as anyone else. And it shows a propensity for her to get involved in money, clothes, and the acquisition of stuff, at the expense, possibly, of the reputation of this governor. I don't know. But this thing that you leave the family alone, I believe in that. You leave the kids alone. But how can you leave the kids alone when one of the daughters had a $15,000 reception paid on the governor's ground, on the people's ground? It's not the governor's ground, it's the people's house. And you're going around talking about President Barack Obama living in the White House public housing. What do you think Governor Bob McDonnell? He lives in public housing. It's owned by the public. It's not owned by him. It's not owned by the Senate. It's owned by the people of Virginia, public housing. Okay? You want to go that way. And the reason I came that way is because I've heard individuals refer to President Barack Obama living in public housing. Every governor in every state lives in public housing. He works in public housing. He eats in public housing. All the Madison building, Monroe building, the General Assembly building, all those buildings are owned by the state of Virginia, which is paid by the taxpayers, making it publicly funded public housing. Okay, leave that alone. Let's get back to Miss Maureen McDonnell. She's a part of the story now. It's not attacking someone's wife. It's not attacking someone's family. How can she not be in the story? How can she not be in the story that when the refund for the party, the reception check was sent to her? How can she not be in the story when she requested and received an expensive shopping trip to New York? How can the wife not be a part of the story when she asked and received a $6,500 Rolex watch from a donor and a person who benefited by his, or could benefit by his relationship to the governor, and gave it to her husband, and she's not in the story? That was paid $36,000 as a consultant to a board when really she was a consultant. How can she not be in a part of the story? That flew to Florida to make a speech and comments about the product that Scientific Star had before the state of Virginia and the governor's office. How can she not be a part of the story? No one is trying to beat up on the governor and his family. No one is trying to take advantage of him. No one is trying to hit him below his knees. No one is